On our morning hike, we're trying to connect a few different trails than yesterday. We are on the Trinity Trace Trail, just like yesterday, but today we turn right onto the Hawthorne Trail. Yeah, data, let's go. This should be a very short trail. It's just connecting trails. There should also be a bathhouse or restrooms at the end of it. Yeah, during our evening walk yesterday, I said there by the lake there are cabins. Turns out they're called shelters. That's the shelter area that I filmed yesterday evening. That's why they didn't have windows and just those screens. Yeah, what on the map shows as restrooms is actually the park headquarters. But when you look at the map, it doesn't say so. Anyhow, we got the Oak Flats Trail right here, and we want to connect to the, whatever you pronounce that, Foci Trail, I don't know. Because we want to go to the Pinewood Trail, do half the loop, connect over here, and then that is our trail back to our campsite. And we go all the way down. That's where we are. Piney Shores. Oak Flat Trail. Let's hope that it works out the way we plan it. And of course, Delta sees a squirrel. This is the intersection we've been looking for. That Foci Trail straight ahead. Oak Flats Trail would go to the right. But we follow this trail where Delta is. Yeah, even though the sun is up, it is 8 o'clock in the morning. It's pretty dark here in the forest. Not much light. We made it to the Pinewoods Boardwalk Trail, which we're gonna follow counterclockwise. Here they call it Pinewoods Nature Trail though. Come on, Delta, let's go. I don't know if this is visible on camera, but that trail is canted left, right, and center. I hope it's stable. I have no idea why they made a boardwalk out of this one, because there's no swamp here. It's just natural forest, no water, other than the lake, of course, but we're currently far away from that. Well, maybe that's the reason why we're crossing a creek right now, but there's no water in it. It's called the Wild Plum Creek. Did you see a squirrel again, Data? Come on, let's go. Good girl. We just came to this clearing here and saw a couple of deer. Unfortunately, they ran away immediately when I pulled out the camera. So we leave that clearing and go back into the forest. It looks like we're coming up to an intersection here. To Frog Pond and Picnic Area. Okay, come on, Data, let's take a look at the frogs. Probably not any there. Well, that's nice. They even have a trash can here. A couple of tables. Okay, and that's supposed to be the frog pond. That green mossy area there has that floating stuff on the water. Yeah, as expected, we didn't see any frogs in the pond. But we come to an intersection here, the Buckpaw Trail with the Pinewoods Nature Trail. Okay, that is, or should be this point here. We're not gonna do that because that is too long. We're not gonna do that. We keep going and connect here at that parking lot, and then with the Trinity Trace Trail to bring us back to our campsite. Well, that's an interesting fallen tree here. There's another area here where you can rest, 2 benches, and even a trash can. I like that. It explains everything about owls here. So far, this is a nice trail. Easy. Totally flat. So basically what you can do, if you want to do the Pinewoods Nature Trail, the Boardwalk Trail, is come here, park here, and then you can start the trail there and you come out over there. That's a loop. So there should be a shortcut from that road straight ahead towards the Trinity Trail. Well, this is perfectly labeled here. I really did not expect that. Trinity Trace Trail. There we go. That's that shortcut I was looking for. Perfect labeling of the trails here for a Texas state park. I'm impressed. We just came from that boardwalk parking lot and now we turn left onto the Trinity Trace Trail that brings us back to our campsite. So the Trinity Trail goes to a day use area right here by the lake, and there's a building on the other side. I believe that is that building where they have the baby alligator. And here we finish our loop. That's a Hawthorne Trail that we took earlier. Now we're just gonna walk back a couple of 100 yards on the Trinity Trace Trail to our campsite, and that's it. It's gonna be a little bit over 3 miles what we did this morning. Very nice, very pleasant temperature this early, and especially here in the forest. Yeah, after our 3-mile hike, we finally have breakfast here right by the lake. How amazing is that? I can see all kinds of birds from here, and Data, of course, sees her squirrels, and she's happy with that. And it's so peaceful here. It's very relaxing. I can recommend this state park here. Lake Livingston is really nice. I believe Data is absolutely in heaven right now. She's enjoying this side here so much, looking out on the lake, watching the occasional squirrel. That's Delta's world. I don't know what that thing is, but it's getting attacked by those wasps. A second one has just arrived. What is not so good is, though, this seems to be a wasp nest in this tree, and it's right next to my camper. I was wrong, they're not attacking each other. They're, I don't know, getting to the sap of the tree, and there's no nest in it either. I'm now really close with a macro lens, and they're just getting to the sap of the tree. I asked the park ranger earlier where the baby alligator is at, because I thought the park store and the nature center are two different things, but it's one and the same. So it's inside the park store. Morning. But before we go into the park store, I have to show this here. This park host really made his site his home. With a backyard, with plants, with everything. So this time, of course, it's open. It is shortly after 11. Oh, hello. How are you doing? Cool, you get those blankets here. I've been looking for those for a while. I've heard you have a baby alligator?
We do, right in there.
Right in there? Oh, in an aquarium?
Yes, sir.
So this is the baby alligator. They got all kinds of animals here at the store. This is a corn snake. This is a canebrake rattlesnake. Data and I are here at the overlook. That's what it's called. That's a point where you can look towards the boat ramp, the park store, and of course the whole lake. This park is really well taken care of. Absolutely. There are access points into the water, but that's why they have the warning signs here. Swim on your own risk. Don't dive. And then you can go all the way to the end. That one is enjoying the sun. Since Delta and I like it so much here, it's beautiful weather and we have this beautiful site here by the lake. We're gonna have some steak. Steaks are looking good already. Baked potatoes should be ready soon also. That's gonna be delicious. So, dinner has been served. Got a lot of flies here, better start eating soon. Delta gets her steak. She's already waiting. Stay. Good. Go get your food. So that's our last evening here at Lake Livingston State Park. So we gotta celebrate this with another beautiful, beautiful sunset. And of course a steak. This is good. This is our last morning here at Lake Livingston State Park. And on this morning we decided to walk the Trinity Trace Trail, the opposite side from my campsite. It is a shorter in and out loop, but nonetheless really nice. I can recommend this. You walk through really dense forest, and we got the sun coming up right there. But even here, now that we're back in Texas, a lot of fallen trees remind you of the forces of nature. But they did a good job in clearing the path and maintaining the trails. Well, on this portion of the trail you definitely have more elevation changes, because every other trail we did was just flat. Here it's not. But that makes it also more interesting. Now, this portion of the trail is definitely more adventurous. That is for sure. I don't think a lot of people have been here in a while. There are lots of fallen trees here on this shoreline. Straight ahead, right over there, that's those shelters, and yeah, behind that, that's our campsite, our camping area. That is actually a pretty amazing spot right there, those two shelters. I believe you can tell that Delta absolutely loves it here. And he just caught his breakfast. Delta is like, where are you? Okay, I'm coming. Let's go. It is short of a trail, what I thought, is actually longer than expected. We started from here, that's our campsite, and then walked here, this trail, this loop, and back, and we are there. But we are in 1.5 miles already. That is way longer than I thought it would be, but it's nice. I recommend this portion of the trail too. It's like the lower end of the park. It's really great. Well, we're back at our campsite, and it's exactly 2 miles what we just did. And now we're gonna get ready for breakfast and set everything up. And then unfortunately we gotta leave. And our next stop will be Lockhart State Park in Lockhart, Texas, where we hopefully are able to try some delicious barbecue, because that's what Lockhart is known for. I have never seen Delta so relaxed as here at this state park. She is totally at ease and enjoying every moment. One last look onto the really calm lake this morning before we're heading out to Lockhart State Park. Yeah, it's difficult for both of us to leave because we really liked it here. It is so calming and nice. The forest is nice, the forest trails are nice. And then of course the lake can beat that view here. And then with our sight where you can barely see my Winnebago up there. Just beautiful. We are leaving Lake Livingston State Park. Highly recommended, beautiful park. Very clean restrooms. They're older, but well maintained and clean, which is important. Nice lakeside sites. The whole park is nice. Hiking, all that is perfect. It's great. So now, next stop will be Lockhart State Park.